Hi guys, welcome to another one of my tutorials. This one is going to be on how to do a flower, so a lazy daisy flower that we can use, if you like, on your donut. Now you've already learnt the basics because you've done the chain stitch, and it's basically a variation on this. So with a bit of practice you can get it to look like the flower. So basically what we're doing is we're going to come up, we've got a knot on our thread as per usual, we're coming up through our fabric, and like we did for the others, we're making sure that we create a chain. So we're holding it to our left and putting the needle back through the hole that we popped the needle through in the first one, and then out along the line to create a chain. Alright, so that's basically our first stem. What we then do is, like we did at the end of our chain, is we pop a stitch on the outside of our loop to hold that chain in place. Then we're bringing our needle back up through the center, so where we started the original chain, and repeating the process. So hold our thread with our left, go back in to the same hole, and coming up about 6 millimeters, or as big as you want your petal to be. And that's our second petal. And again, lock that in place by putting a stitch on the outside of that chain. And you can see that it's starting to come together. Back up through the center, or as close as you can get it to the center. Hold it to our left, back in through the center hole, we've made a third petal. Lock it into place by putting a stitch on the outside of the chain. Okay, back up through the middle, this is where we're starting to get a bit wide with the loop, with the hoop. So the trick with this is just trying to keep it as even as possible. Okay, lock that petal into place by putting the needle on the outside of the chain, and I'm going to do a final petal back up through the middle, hold our thread, down into the middle, lock that into place with a stitch on the outside, and you've just created your first lazy daisy flower. Now if you need, you can get a little piece of chalk and mark your 5 points if you're not sure that you'll get them evenly, or a fine line or something very small just to mark the 5 points, or you can make it a 6-leaf flower or an 8-leaf flower. It doesn't really matter. See how you go. I look forward to seeing your progress.